definitely has its benefits. You can warm up, you can do formal warm up, or you do your own stretches. When someone's not athletic or doesn't have a discipline, I encourage them to do a warm up, so they warm up. Yeah. But whatever you feel like is better, I don't know. My warm up is just to kind of go with the squat. Yeah. You don't change the way I feel, I just like it. So if you want to warm up, stretch or whatever, or we can start working in a position, slowly working on body movement. Yeah.
I just left the gym for
so cool. Yeah. Cool. So you've done some sparring or rolling, as we call it. Yep. What are you feeling? You have any questions? Put that. Let's just do that. Being an adult practitioner, I felt that these 20-year-olds from do this, okay, drill, okay, go on, and then roll. Okay. Yeah. If there wasn't that one-on-one or one-on-three individual type of, let me focus on. Is there anything you're feeling? You have questions, or maybe you're not getting right, or you'd like to improve?
Yeah, I guess when I'm in mountain, I really not know what to do.
Yeah, that's certain.
Yeah. Okay, so that's how I feel. Definitely, is when somebody's on top of me, like I feel like I have some options. Like I can go for something, but a lot of the when I'm finally actually getting out, it's like okay, now what type of thing. So we were working on an armbar yesterday, and I tried that in some of our just like one-on-one sparring, and it's very different from drill to actually like in a round, where it's like that armbar is going to come very rarely, I think.
So when it was an armbar for a mount?
So side control, I guess. Yeah, anytime I'm on top, I'm not really sure what to do at this point.
Yeah. So what I always do, and I never criticize anybody as far as whatever the level is, but I always want this class to be calm this time. So whenever you'll see it Wednesday I have instruction. Warm up, do, because I have people there. But whenever we do that, and I'll either address it because it might be something that will be good for everybody, or I just like, hey, yeah, we can work on that and we can elaborate if that's something we can talk about later. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I always want you to feel encouraged to do some of my class. I don't plan to. Yeah. So anyways, but what you'll see a pattern with me is that if you tell me I want to work from top down, I'm gonna say, okay, so what do you do with bottom? If you're looking at an offensive position, do you understand what that defense is so that you can eliminate it? Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
So for mount, escape and mount defense, I don't need you to, I'm just going to show you. The biggest thing that you're doing when I'm sitting on someone, most of my producers from top is I'm trying to control their hips and or their shoulders. The best way I can do it, you're tall and long, which is going to give you an advantage over a barrel chest, right? Well, you're going to have trouble controlling these slender, smaller, because if you can sit this thing that I used to sit like this and squat in there so much. So lace it down and being able to have the flexibility. I still have tight knees and so on. And if you can do this yoga stuff, great. What this does it's not in here. And what that does, it causes me to destabilize. When they turn, I'm going to lean forward, post on the mat. As soon as they feel a shift in weight, or right before it, it's supposed to be shifted about 90 degrees. I have to elevate my weight to this knee, and that creates the steep. So they're on the bottom right hip, in the pros, and then as I started dancing, trying to catch up to them, they shift to the left hip, and now they create a shirking position to go down. And with the butt. So look, this is why I go with the drills with shrimping. You can do it at home. You're just going on your shoulder blades, going onto the rear belt. This foot close, as close, this is the closest I can get, and then just going flat. Once I start feeling this, so that when you get on top of me, you sit on top of me, you go ahead and sit on now. What I want you to feel is spread your knees out this way. Felt how your butt just dropped?
Yeah.
So this is where you're controlling my hips. If you can control my thighs and hamstrings, feet lacing down like that, great. If you can get both your elbows in my armpit, underneath my arms, so you're gonna get really close here. So now what you've done is you're now in my hips and you pin my shoulders, but you're not actually pinning my shoulders as much as your position is down. Okay?
Yeah.
You might only get one, so just get this one, and this one will hug my head. You can do that. So now I can't frame. So what people end up doing is they sit up. A real rookie mistake is they'll go above the belt. I gotta control your hips, but if I start doing this, I just want you to be like it would just be heavy enough, right? How hard can you do that for?
Yeah.
I'm carrying all your weight and I'm framing, I'm benching, I'm not doing this effectively. Now, from here, I gotta not be a dead fish, right? Another thing that you would do is if you do get one of them, right? So you got this one, you go chest to chest. This leg is gonna straighten out, and I want you to wrap your foot inside my knee right there. So what you're gonna do is drive this knee back, and it's gonna drive this hip down. Boom. See how that just kind of went there?
Yeah.
And you drive this elbow towards there. Now I'm pinned on this shoulder and this neck. This is called grapevining. You can do both legs. And now carry your weight, and if you want to be a real jerk, you can sprawl your knees out, and it starts to stick your sternum in. I have to do, obviously I'm stuck, right?
Yeah.
So my defense is I gotta get my frames, I gotta pull them out, and you can see I'm starting to address your hips.
Yeah.
So what you felt is I'm worried about the grapevine. I don't want to be flat. I don't want to be flat on my back either, because now I'm struggling to breathe with your weight on top of me.
Yeah.
And my lungs are panicking. So I've got your weight on me. So I get tight, I get my elbows in tight. I'm thinking about doing this with, starting with keeping this here.
Yeah.
Tucking my chin, I'm filling my neck, putting my knees in. And I'm just going to choose a side. I'm going to keep my elbows in tight. Going to this side, taking this foot to my butt, flattening out. I'm trying to go here, but I'm still keeping this frame elbows. This is my step. I like to do this one on the hip and reinforce this. So look at my position. I got all my foot, not my feet. I get a purely all my foot in this part of my foot. This is flat because I'm trying to frame on your head to get you to worry about this. And then I'm going to shrink. And as soon as I feel any movement, all I'm going to do is maintain this frame, bring this foot in, straighten out, go up this shoulder now, and I'm trying to go like that. So, what I'm trying to do on top is what I'm trying to do is frame across his hips. So he was asking me about what's deep. And now let's catch up. And so I'm showing him once we have to worry about what's on top. We need to know what we gotta stop me from doing. So knowing that I have to do this, and he's coming down, whatever he does, he's really good at sprawling. So doesn't have an underhip yet, but he's got all his weight here, he's ready to grapevine. He's gonna take advantage of it, he's putting my feet out, and I'm stuck. So what I did, which you felt, but now you can see, I choose a foot, doesn't really matter. If I can bring my knee up, kick it out, and I'll pummel it. So now I'm going to say he's got this one, he's got both. Okay? So I'm going to pummel my right foot out. I'm going to bring my knee in,
kick out, come over, step, pummel, and I want inside. Once I got inside, I gotta scramble because he's gonna keep trying to get in or put my feet in as close as I can. So if I do this, he knows he doesn't have my feet anymore. He might go to tuck under my butt and adjust his weight, just shift it back. And I'm kind of fucked. I want this inside, just like sparring and punching or grappling. I want these inside grips. But look where my hands are at. I'm not up here. Because he can take advantage if I start doing this, Spider-Man from north up, and his knees go to my armpits and his thighs are here now, I can no longer frame. So all we're gonna do is work on it. As he starts getting the mount, I already identified as, this is where this is where I always get, he knows I'm gonna go, I always go to my left. It's just my favorite. I can do both sides. I feel better on this one. So I'm always just working on this. So his defense, or his offense to me is to try to get his up, and then just sit. He's just sitting on top. He's letting me work advantage. So if you do this, especially in so knowing all the things that I need to stop you, we need to take that into consideration. What do you do? You're good on top.
So what I like to do, most of the time, I'll take my weight and I'll tire them out. I'll use it to tire them out. I like grapevines. Yeah, I have to be careful with them. But I like to take these grapevines and I'll take my hands and I'll run them forward. And then I will literally float on his ass.
So his hips and his crotch are it's hard to do.
And I just relax out here.
And carrying his weight down his thrust and hip thrust.
He's gonna go ahead, and I'm not even driving right now. When I'm really pissed off, if somebody's been an ass, then I would hold on. And I would drive my hips in.
You can get someone to submit from that if they're like really uncomfortable, really can't. So I intentionally talk to the ABC so you can hear A, B, C, E, if you want to.
And I'll just sit out here like this because as I drive out like that, most people are, whatever, it's not a big deal. 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 7 seconds in, they start going, okay, well, I gotta go somewhere. I gotta get this weight off of me.
They do this.
Think about it.
Gives him exactly what
But I drive my knees in, I bring my feet to his hips, and now when he tries to elbow down, he's providing for me. So I can take a slide, and a slide forward, and then I just go.
So we're not even to the point of attacking submission yet. Just holding a position. So show them up so what it feels like at the bottom. And then we get you on top and we do it to him. And then you get on to it. Give him some writing test. So you're gonna need some active forward, so you're gonna feel like it's not gonna be a jerk, but you're gonna feel it gradually.
So again, this is just, I'm out, I'm not driving in. This is just weight. And the difference is when I drive in, So go ahead and start working on the routine, right? And we're just gonna do it nice and slow.
Bring weight into your sternum and kick out, and then pummel inside to the opposite. Try to step on his calf or ankle or something. And pummel it. Beautiful.
Okay.
And once you get there, I want you to bring one of your forearms, elbow to wrist across his head. Doesn't matter which one. So if you're going to do that, right elbow, I want you to go to that left shoulder and your flatten your left leg straight out. Yeah. And you go, yeah. So see, okay, right here. What I want you to feel is this connection of your forearm across his head. So you're actually really framing, and I like to reinforce it.
Right.
And what this does is it creates not only the contact with framing, but it gives you muscle and skeletal structure. As he advances, he's just going to push you enough.
Yeah.
As he starts moving, that gives you enough space to shoot your butt out to that 90 degrees. So there, yeah. And now, yeah, you can regard, or you can shrimp again, or you can do 2 shrimps in that direction. See if you chase it. If you shrimp long enough, because you're so tall, sometimes you have to have that. I think about it. If he allows you to be successful with the shrimp now, I'm hoping. But he's so good at scrambling and stuff.
Yeah.
So I come and ask you, but ideally, I could frame and shrimp, I can shrimp in one direction. Have
let's say he gets a cramp or he's just like, oh, I'm gonna go this way, I'm gonna set something up, he gives me 2 shrimps, I'm gonna try to stand that way, I'm gonna try and get it.
Yeah.
So, now you get on top, go ahead, or you can have a question.
No,
Yeah, so you get on top. So let's get the wide knees, and I want you to see how your ass just drop a little bit.
Yeah.
And put a little pressure down the hips. There you go. So now that's just standing, that's just sitting there.
Yeah.
If you want to mess with them, analyze doing this little, I'm just going to lay my hand. Because now you start thinking, oh, my children. But you're not putting any weight on this. Your butt's still kind of leaning back over you. He's like, oh, it's my children.
Yeah.
When he reaches up, reaches on, I want your right knee to come up under his tricep, for that knee, and I say knee on it. Now if he tries to reframe, I'm trying to get his elbows over his nose. That's the visual that I have. So now we'll try to do a sprawl. This is going to be, you can put both hands on it, but before you put both hands, I want you to lead these grapevines in. So put your feet, just do this one side for me. Oh, I'm sorry. So just this side. And what I want you to do is just hold your tongue away a little bit. You're going to drive it back. So you're controlling this, but it's driving this. So you can move your knee forward, move it up, and then move it back, and you can feel the difference in position. When you shoot it down, your hips are not down as much. You're going to control this. So if you've got this hip, I want you to underhook down, right shoulder down. So see again, one second. So take your underhooking and bring that elbow in. Open it closer. Yep. And you can palm it out. And you can spider crawl this way. See that? So now you've got this shoulder. Put your chest to the shoulder. And you've got that hip. So he's going to try to palm it. So let him palm it. His feet in. Then he's going to get one elbow into elbow hip escape. So as you're doing this, you're just going to try to let him do it so you can feel what it feels like as he starts working his escape. So this is what we're trying to get you to prevent.
Yeah.
So knowing all this is now do that.
So all I did was, I hipped out enough that I could lighten the weight on this leg, drove my knee through. I'm not very, because of my knee, I don't like to shrink out very far right now. So I'm working more half guard. So what I did is I took you from mat, knee came out, goes under half guard, underhook, drive pass, go back.
We'll go over that later, right now.
Sorry, I was just letting you know what.
Yeah, he didn't do a framing on the hips, he just did a different. But I want you to understand that what he also did is he stabilized your weight, he moved around your weight. So, knowing that, I'll give you the elbow hip escape. And so then you just put it in a position you feel comfortable, and you're just going to try to like have to prevent me from doing everything I'm doing. Okay? So, I'm not real good at photographing everything. I rolled with you for a couple times too, and I saw that you did go on your side, which felt like to get back up, and push your base out, and you're running that in flat. So kind of did what I wanted, kind of did what you want. That's the same thing. So,
The other thing, he got the underhook. When he got onto his side, winging that underhook is important.
so that was the next thing that you got on top. Yeah. You got back on top. A real good job in position. Good job on nerves. Go over your arm again. Side. I got nothing. So if you get to this position, you can stall there for a little bit, but I can read like the top, right? You gotta feel like, okay, I gotta do something. I'm in a panic. You're controlling. So most people, they might tap, but you're gonna feel like a retard just sitting there.
Yeah.
So that's when I'm circling my chokes and arms. So it's hard for you to choke when you control me. Once you control me with double underhooks, you might have to give me one back to try to work my escapes in a certain time. So I don't know where that attack you're talking about this is exactly what Brandon's already on. He's cognizant where he wants. He's cognizant where he wants to help. The little where he's over there, he just opens up like he just did. It's stuck in his sternum. He didn't allow me to wiggle him. And he screws up by, okay, now I gotta sit down. If you finish it and you go over the rolls and finish on top, I'm gonna spaz out. And just continue to keep that hamstring going with the heel in my face or under my ear. And right now, if I start and start coming backwards, I go, oh yeah.
All right.
No, you get, that's the beauty. You fall into the perfect armbar, my elbows a little bit, his belly button horsepower. But if it's back up, it means it's a little less tactical. And then he's gonna lift up. I feel the lower. This is what we're trying to emulate. This is how we can set. So I start doing this and I start feeling that brush.
That's the other thing that I always do for it, is bring that shoulder in first, get that squeeze, and then.
Look at that. And right when you can finish, kick this heel back. Real hip thrust. So there's something you can feel in there.
Yeah.
And plus,
Get back to that.
you're being nice, you can be a real jerk about this all night. I got no fight in me. No, that's fine. But that's what I'm saying, he's not even using more muscle or effort, he's just using position. So you can try it on me or him because he's gonna have a longer arm, but we'll walk you through it. So you don't want to get on top of the mountain. Okay, I'm gonna do jujitsu, so I know to keep my hips down, my elbows good. Threaten the neck, remember, you can reach up there. Oh, crap. So bring that right knee up under his tricep. And then try to bring your left knee up too. Now you can just choose a side. You can let go of that grip. That grip is just to give him a oh shit situation. Yeah, look, I'm doing this thing over here to pay attention.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now, do you feel like you favor one side over another? If not, you want to go with your right knee?
Probably toward the left. Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to bring that right knee up to his, almost to his ear.
Okay.
And so this was going to come up, and the outside of your hand is almost going to lay out here. So it's a weird position where you're going to bring this to right there. It's like the outside of your hand. You don't have to really prepare anything right now.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're going to inch this knee towards my hand, and just inch it, inch it, inch it. So now that you know you're going to come up on that side, this is the elbow that's going to undercut. This hand's going to go down to the back. So now you should have all your weight on your butt cheek. You scoot your butt a little bit further to the other side, away. Okay. Now, is it hard to do there? It's not fun. You can't use weight.
So he's got a lot of those,
So it's okay. So I want you to see a point of contact here. Most of your contact is going to be on the butt or that hand.
Yeah.
Right here, since you got this up plateau, I want this to be a waist down. And I want you to bring this up further more. So this is that side right now. With this, you go into the hip pocket, or if you have to grab your knee pads, some people say grab your belt, I don't have belt, it slides. You go right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So the ABCs, I'll check them back over the butt, very much. Awesome. That's what you're feeling, that little shift of weight when you rock back. And then you're going to bring this knee over his head and try to bring your heel to the knee. Bring your weight on your hand. And now I just want you to bring your heel back here behind his head. Now hip thrust. Keep this close to your chest. Okay, you can finish it right there. Okay, just hold what you got. You don't even need that left hand. Throw your right hand. And now, if he stabs and switches and pushes you to the left, you release your hamstrings curl, you just fall off. Perfect armbar. So, you're not trying to finish there, you're trying to finish on top. You finish on top, great.
Right.
Stab.
Great.
But this helps me with that connection.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Too much?
No, you're good. We'll take it.
So,
or you can do it to me and then we'll switch.
So one of the reasons why Tanner's been pretty consistent about this is that, like was saying, I like doing this one side. On things that you get to choose, like submissions, pick a side. if you have one side you really fucking like, I like going for back triangles with this knee bent. I like it. It's the side I'm more comfortable with. It fits better. But on things that you can't control, like escapes and sweeps, drill both sides. When I get to pick a side. Doesn't matter. Do both, do one, doesn't matter. On things that I don't get to pick, drill both. So for an armbar, you just keep working until you get to the side you want. If my leg's only doing the armbar on the right hand on my right arm, he can just keep waiting for that opportunity. I'll do this, and I'll do this, and I'll keep playing with it until he gets that arm up where he wants it. And then he finishes his arm.
I feel confident in both. I just really like myself. It's not, yeah. But like you favor knee and a hip side. I know which one. So let's get it one more time on hand, and you do it on me. And then we'll do it to you, and you're going to feel a little bit of shift in it. That's fine.
Jiu-jitsu, things, oh crap, like that.
Remember, here you can also cup the head with both hands, and then just walk your knees in his armpit. I don't think it has a name.
Where did that go?
Now once your knees are in position, you can let go of his hip. You're not going and you just choose either knee, whichever one you want. So see how you elevate it? I don't want you to elevate it. I want you to just bring it, slide it over towards the ear. So all you're going to do is slide this. That's all you're doing. Yep. And so now you can start shifting your weight back, and you're gonna attack this arm. Because if you're on this knee, you're gonna rotate on this. Okay. So hand close to the head. Now you should get on the outside of your ankle. You're gonna bring this knee up so that the outside of your ankle is over here by your shoulder. Yeah, it's a weird position, but that's what you're doing. You're raising your hips. Now you're gonna rotate your hips towards me, and you're gonna cut his elbow. Yeah. You don't need your left hand. You don't need your left hand. This is gonna go somewhere now. Yeah. You can flip it up. You're tall. Now shape your head with your knee. Bring that knee tight up to his head. Yeah. And then down step over the head. Go right away on that. Hand should be butt cheek and that hand will be raised.
Okay.
Now bring the knee over the hand. Over his head. Feel underneath his neck. And now just push your heel towards that wall. Put your knees. Yeah. And now hip thrust. And if he starts rocking your back, start going like that. Rotate your head. Okay? Rotate your head. Be real gentle as you fall back. And right there you can extend the thrust to that odd position. So now it's you. And just giving you that resistance to know that you should have not really fighting. But that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it to you. Shouldn't hurt that much. Your range of head is like
Yeah, it's good.
so you felt the weight transition.
Yeah.
This is one option you have. If not, just stand up. And if you stay there long enough, you can just reposition it, obviously. Because like, sometimes I get frustrated, I can't get out from under him. I'm like, okay, we're not going to do this. He'll change. He's like, fuck that.
Yeah, and that's another thing to be aware of. Okay, I think I told you before, but if Mike gets me in the mouth, he's not using me. He's just fucking sitting up there, and he's just sitting, fucking doing this, and I don't know what to do. That's fucking bad. It doesn't hurt me.
I'm not going to.
And then I talk to him, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, why couldn't I? And
I was getting a grab. I know what to do.
I got stuck. I was stuck. If I get in a position, you put me in the twister a couple times, the beginnings of the twister, I'm that early as shit. It just feels fucking weird. I want to use my neck tomorrow. Shit.
And I'm not trying to. I'm trying
And
to.
I know that he's not going to hurt me, because he's a good training partner. So what's that? It doesn't hurt me. Because I tap and then we start fucking over again.
So we can do mount, or we can do side control, but we can get to different positions from mount and side control. So kind of touch your side control more. And once you start getting this, you can start seeing armors differently. So with the same concept, I'm being nice and I'm putting this over his face right now. My leg is controlling him from sitting up. Give me this one's coming over his leg. But the whole thing that everybody loses is this. There's any space between my crotch and his shoulder. He can shoulder down and that elbow line. I lose control of that elbow. So when I'm doing this, I'm not only hamstring curling here, hamstring curling on his neck. I'm also trying to keep his hand going to the ceiling, or I can keep that elbow and the knee tight here, grabbing my pants. And nobody else just put it in my hip pocket. I'm trying to keep it tight. But now if he tries to do that move, I'm a little bit more secure. And then, if I also bring his heel over, and he tries to do that, my hamstring is curling on his neck. Right? I got that elbow. So, perfect. I'm not going out to here, where now I'm doing biceps. I'm trying to curl. I'm just using back strap and glutes. But I don't leave any space here. This is where we're taking that space between. So if I get into an armbar, I don't rush to go here because now people is big. I'm here, legs here, hamstring curl. Pull up to the ceiling. That's what I'm thinking about.
I'm not going to teach good at Mike. Absolutely. So what I do to make sure that I don't lose that, what I was saying before is when I reach through, a lot of times I'll secure the wrist this way and come here for two different reasons.
There's pressure on the back of my elbow here and feel on this tummy.
When, as I come here, I'm putting a little bit of lever and it pulls at the shoulder joint a little bit. So I've got a little bit of pressure at the shoulder joint. But the other thing that helps is when I sit back, one of the most dangerous parts of an armbar is when you either get rolled back and you sit back and you lay back, because I'll be here, or I'll be all tucked in here, I'll be doing really well, and then I fall back, and maybe he's ready to submit right here. It's tight here. You know, there, it's starting to tighten up there. But if I'm rolling back, I can't control how I'm falling. So then I'm putting that much extra pressure on his arm. Versus, if I'm here, I get this grip. If I fall back, the tension keeps him with me, and I can't. So I can sit back. Oh, there we go. And then now I can use all my good control. I can switch my grips.
Never let go of that.
That never changes. So even as I switch this grip, if Mike's super slick and he moves his arm out of the way, I still got it. Had my leg in the right spot. He moved as far. But even as far as he moved, he's still not gone. He's still in trouble. So being able to get this big Kimura right here has helped my arm a lot.
Usually everybody feels it, and then you know it's us.
So again, I'm here as I lay back. Before I go right down, get this more grip. Feel that tension? It just kind of pulls that shoulder tight, and then when I fall back, again, that arm tension is keeping me from hurting. Then, right back there. And then even if you pull that arm away, I still got that tension that I can re-grab. Okay?
And we're not even trying to escape, so this is just control. So it's you do it to me. Try to work on whichever one you want. Like if you like that converter, still in the arms, then I feel better for it. Have my shoulder arm that I kind of have a little advantage or something. So you're gonna do it. So when it's closest to the head, so think of that little from this. It's
it's ideal because there's another thing when you start grabbing this later, so it's just that you can underhook my leg. And now I can't kick him. But you don't need to do that right now. I'm just saying, this is where you can have that hand over. If you underhook that hand, now you can't use this hand. Oh, you can't. So you're gonna be nice. You're being nice. I'll just get this across. And hamstring curls and pinch your knees. Yeah, there it is. So now it's not rotating. Get that more grip you're talking about. You're just talking down. And you should feel that you pull my elbow towards your chin. Yeah. Feel my shoulder is kind of nicer.
Yeah.
Now if I try to pull, my escape is to slip out. I can't. Yeah. So if you sit up a little bit more, bring my elbow to the ceiling if you can. Yeah. Scoot your butt, scoot your crotch on your shoulder a little more. And just do a little boot scoot into it. There you go. That's how you do it. So I'm going to give you a little resistance. I just want you to lean back. Use that gravity and lean back. What? I'm going to try to fight.
Relax, don't fight it.
You just relax. Just that's the way.
Literally just relax. Because he's using the front muscle and also
Lean back. Right.
You're doing almost something. He's doing a ton of work. He's burning his arm out.
Yeah.
And you're just relaxing.
That's all the amount of effort I want you to do. So when you get this, once you secure it, with all your tight connections, and then you start slowly moving back. Start slowly moving back.
Straighten out.
That's all you're going to get to finally the fatigue out. Once you see that elbow come out, you don't like it, you just kind of lean back. And that was a nice neutral. You'll roll some people that just go for it until you solidify that. Can't see it again. Go ahead. Some people will attack because they ain't had it.
Yeah.
You'll feel that from a lot of people. They're just like, I got you.
It's over.
I don't need to tap.
They'll play with the defenses for a while, and then as long as you're in that good control, more grip. As long as you've got that good control and more grip, you can let them try to escape. You can give them plenty of time to try to escape.
Yeah.
They can. You've got that shoulder pulled into your crotch as a proper position. You've got the elbow tucked into your chest. You've got good tension on your shoulder. And the worst thing's going to happen, you start sitting up.
Yeah.
And all you have to do on that is just wait. The worst thing that's going to happen is he's going to get you kind of turned up this way, and you just kind of extend your hips a little bit. Don't mess with the hamstring curl. You're just going to extend your hips a little bit. He's going to fall right back down.
We can work on escapes, but I'd like to show you this one.
Keep running. Yeah, I can even sit up.
It doesn't matter, Armbar. So, what I like to do, if I can't finish them, and they're really strong to defend me, I'll let them feel like they're going to step by, elevating the team, and the team come, and I just keep straight out. And I'm going to do it nice and gentle, but basically puts my tendons across his face. And compromise his space. He knows what I'm talking about. I'm sure he's going to help me.
You've done it to me. I probably got a dick.
So I'm in this position where, cool, I got the corner, I got my grip, and I just can't break this thing. So I just elevate my foot. I just stop the gas. So now what I've done is I separated the shin from his knee. I'm starting to feel this is starting to happen. Yeah. But you'll see it again. Just see people doing it. I'm like, where is strong? It doesn't hurt.
You just lift his leg and
You lift the knees, give it a little bit, because there's a few different escapes for it from the arm, and one of them is a stack. So the point of the knee across the head is to prevent the stack. So if you lift it, everybody's automatic instinct like, take it, go! And so you immediately sit up into it, and then get the back of the knee kicked to the face, and just bash back down. Oh!
And when you separated my shoulder, my elbow from my face, now I'm not, now I'm you're gonna feel it's not real hard aggressive, but it's just aggressive enough.
Actually, this is a really good time to go through hierarchy of grips for armbar defense. So what I want you to do is kind of head in the G. Okay. So if I have this on, I do a G looks like. Hold on to it tight as I pull back. See, you kind of have a bit, you can hold everything there. So this is really strong. So we go from I dream of G to taking this hand, put it on your forehead, and then pinch and kind of pull everything away.
Well, this doesn't have a question. I can.
Okay? Another strong grip. If I get this pulled away,
Grab your hand.
I'm going to grab your hand, I'm going to take your wrists, and then right two fists. Take your fists. And so this is, you use a little bit of bicep, a little bit of tricep, and it just creates another frame.
And I keep butterflies.
Butterflies, yeah.
So you're gonna go back. Not front.
Same thing. Pull, so we get a little bit of grip. As that starts to let go, our hands cross each other, and we're going to grip there. There. Yeah. Really tight, really strong grip.
And then make it cool.
As it comes out further, so this is our best grip. Yeah, pretty tight. Feel how it's getting less and less. And then this is the last one. So after this goes, yeah. So the reason I was saying relax is because I can let you go through the whole hierarchy of grips. So it goes
Yeah,
back.
you can even hug your elbows, which I've done too.
Yep, that works too.
As similar as I've done.
So again, all I have to do is just sit back and I'm just relaxing.
You can slide butterflies. We'll go to cable, which is gonna be apple, and then you go to S grip. You're slowly losing the position that you're working on your grips. So now, let's do your forward. So like, give me a little bit, like, start sitting.
Bring it up.
Sit up. But you thought it was like a very, like, oh, you got daylight.
Yeah.
So did you want to
Through. Go ahead and get in a good position to start with. Hamstrings or knees together. Good. And then lift that top leg over.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all you need to do. You can feel how it just it breaks the position really quick.
Yeah.
You got time to roll if you want and get what you're ready to do.
It would probably be good, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you got 7 minutes to roll if you want, or we can just keep on going. Yeah. And we can do this for a whole month. But you have now nuances for the armbar. You have something to do from the mount.
Yeah, appreciate that.
But also you start working on your defense. One of us gets you, it's going to be hard. We're going to have that.
And that's, so the reason why, if you look at the point docket for sport pages, the reason why some things have been higher point values, I get 4 points for taking this back. I get 4 points for being. Those are really dominant positions. It fucking sucks to be underneath something. It sucks to have something that power. The reason why you get 3 points for being on belly. It sucks to have somebody driving underneath your stomach and then they have this really high, good posture position. They've got a lot of mobility. It sucks. It's not a great thing to be inside control, but it's not really as bad as being on it. So it's only 2 points. Takedowns are 2 points because you didn't choose to lay down. Somebody chose to lay you down. That's why all these things have different. And so the fact that the mount
pushing, I started pushing on him. I felt you coming to the side. You went to your hip. I want you to just think of, just bring your hip, your knee out. Even though you're creating space now, you're still staying on top. That's what I want you to think. Because if you just follow your hip, you've got all that wasted length that I feel like you're wasting. But if you just go, okay, knee, boom. Just keep long.
Oh, boy.
And there's a learning curve.
Yeah.
You'll feel that you're starting to fall over, and you'll realize, I told you right, you'll realize next time, about half a second after you fall down, you're like, oh shit, I should put my knee out.
We always at the beginning of our jiu-jitsu, we think we need to break contact to get up. But now if I fall from here, I just put mental when I try to get up. Stick him under me.
Yeah.
Instead of going, okay, let me get over here, let me get up. Because I'm creating that space that he needs for his defense. But instead I'm just going to use the girth under him to hold him between us.
Yeah.
It's almost, 4 minutes now. Cool.
Yeah.
Any questions, or did that help, or did that?
Yeah. I'll need to practice that as many more times.
Brazilian, yep.
Yeah. So tomorrow, if we have more practitioners, we can review this. We can always review this on Saturday as well. And Thursday. It doesn't matter what days you come in. But if we do get class like this, where it's just one-on-one, we can just go on.
Yeah.
And you're just going to fine tune it. I'd rather do a 6-week cycle of just doing this, but it's all good.
Yeah. More balls.
So, cool. Well, thanks for coming. That's really, like I said, it's really fun. You got to have a lesson. We got to hone in our skills to get better.
Yeah. Exactly.
This helps him. It helps me.
I'm all about, I've gone back to continentals again, but I'm about to learn it right now.
I'm gonna try to get after you, but no, get done.
Yes, sir. I know Dante's supposed to be here home.
Yeah, usually, Scott's out of town.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he just texted last night. I started